Hi, everybody. Hello. I'm just jumping on a little bit earlier because I think you have to give permission to stream me out or something to see your name. But anyways, hi sis. Hi Beck. Good to see you. Yeah. Okay. Oh, let's start. Quite a lot to cover today. It's a topic. Hi, a topic that I'm actually really quite excited about. So it's funny because I didn't come from a marketing background. I didn't study like marketing or advertising. It's only like my last 5-6 years in business that I really saw the power of branding. Okay, truth be told, I have no idea what branding was. Okay, but because I have been in a network marketing company. I've been growing my network marketing business. Truth be told, we sell a commodity, we sell a product, or if your company represents, a service or a package, you're selling the same thing as like every other representative from the same company, right? You're not the only one. So I always thought that, oh, so that's what I need a brand. But what is exactly a brand? Like, for a long time, I think of brand like a logo. Okay. Oh, it's the logo, my Nike, just do it. That's a brand. That's what I thought. But then actually, over time, as I started to, do a lot more marketing and social media marketing, and now I really expand a lot more on marketing, I really see how important and how awesome having a clear, congruent, strong, authentic, okay, that's the thing I need to say, authentic brand is for you. Okay. So just to kind of sum things up, okay, some people are like, oh, I'm not an influencer, so I don't really need a brand. I'm just starting out in my business, right? Whether it's in network marketing, direct sales, or if you're a coach or if you're a service provider, people are like, oh, I don't need it till later on, maybe when I have more clients or more customers and a big team. You actually need it when you first start out, especially now, and I'll talk about it later why. Okay, so all of us already have a brand. Okay, the question is it an intentional brand or is it an accidental brand? Okay, a lot of us, when we first start out, we actually have an accidental brand. We're just not aware of it. We're just not clear, like, okay, this is how I want to show up. Okay, this is how I want people to feel. And this is how I want this whole package to be. Okay, a lot of us are kind of like, oh, we're just kind of like twinkle and figure it out. So just to kind of make things simple, okay, what is a brand? A brand, if you Google it, right, a brand is I think was it Simon Sinek? I forgot who said it. A brand is what people say about you when they leave the room. I'll put it in our context, okay, especially like online selling. If you're selling online, whether it's on social media or if you're on like having a Facebook page, if you have a store or an e-commerce shop, for example, your brand is what people say, what people think, and what people feel about you when they leave your social media platform or when they leave your your Facebook group or your website. Okay, that's what your brand is in essence, a big part of it. So it's not okay. So a lot of times we think of brand is like, okay, in Instagram, it has to be like this color, this brand board, this theme, this color scheme, right? We think of that, this kind of caption, this kind of logo. That is part of it, but it is just scratching the surface. Okay, it's like going on a date. Okay, like you go on a date, it's like you describe the guy like, oh, he's tall, he's wearing glasses, he has straight hair, he has curly hair, so that's what it is. But the thing is, when we are working with people, and actually when you are doing marketing, when you're selling, when you're in business, you are having a relationship with people. You are forming relationship with people online. Okay, and then it's such a crowded space right now. There's so many people, shopping. There's so many people. Actually, right now, after the pandemic, more and more people are actually buying online. People love to shop. People love to buy online. But everybody, I will say everybody, nobody wants to be sold to. Nobody likes to be, sold to like a used car salesperson, like somebody is trying to push product, push services in front of them. Okay. So that's why it's more important for you to really start doing your branding and to be really sticking out from very, very early on and to be very intentional and be very clear about it. Okay. So, the brand, when I say about dating, it's like you got to have that deep connection. People want to feel you. They want to have that emotional connection with you when they see your stuff, when they see your social media, when they see your website, when they see your video. They got to have that emotional connection. All right. So it's like dating, it's like, oh, okay, he's tall, dark, and handsome. That's just superficial. That's just the surface. Okay. You don't know about the person. The person has more substance. The person has a personality. Our brand, when we show up online, it has our personality. You gotta have your personality in there. So you might be asking me, what do you mean by personality? How do I show that? That's why video is so powerful. Video is amazing because a video, you can see the person's personality right away. How I talk right now and how I'm gesturing, my voice, my gestures, my facial expressions, it shows my personality. Somebody else has different personality, will show it very differently. So that's why video is so fast and so amazing in building that kind of deeper emotional connection. But let's say you have a graphic, you have a picture, or you write stuff. Your copywriting needs to be in your voice. Okay? It needs to be written by like how you would talk. How I talk is very different from like how somebody else's talk. So I need to write how Winnie would talk, right? So that's important copywriting. So I want to bring in the context of network marketing because actually, this group, I know there's quite a few of us here who are not in network marketing, but I think it applies to many of us too, whether you're network marketing or not. But I want to put it in the context of network marketing, or if you're a direct sales, or if you're an MLM, okay, all the same. So many times I see people just put a picture of the product or the package or the kit or just that, whatever the company is selling, like, hey, this is on promotion. This is really, this is a really good offer. This is really beautiful packaging, and PM me, DM me right now for quick sale. I mean, seriously, if you were the other person looking at that post, if it's not your friend, if it's somebody that you don't know, you just saw like, okay, yeah, it looks like this person has something for sale. Unless that person has something that is like ridiculously cheap, right? You're gonna scroll. You're gonna like look past it and just move on, right? Because deep down inside, you just know like that person is just trying to sell their product. I don't know this person. Who's this person who's posting it? Okay. And that's the thing, guys. We're in business. Yeah, it's okay to run sales. It's okay to have discounts. It's okay to have like a bargain sale, for example, if you want to clear your stocks, if your revenue justify it. But we're here in business. Our job is not to sell things cheap and have a lot of customers and have a one-time sale and just sell things cheap. We're looking for quality, leads, quality customers. We want people that want to buy because we have a relationship with them. In network marketing, that's why they say it is a relationship business. It is so true. Why would somebody join my team or buy from me and not somebody else? And vice versa. It's because of our relationship. Okay, people buy from people. People don't buy from companies. People don't buy from graphic. They buy from another person. So definitely you want to think about that, right? I say it like it is just because I think there's no point for me to beat around the bush, but I just want you to have a think about how important it is to have a really strong brand. Okay, so your brand is going to be your character. Okay, your character includes personality. Your brand is something that is uniquely you, your values. Okay, what makes you happy? What makes you pissed off? What makes you tick, right? What makes you jump? what is okay for you, what's not okay for you. We all have different beliefs. We all have different perception, right? We all are born and raised differently. Just like our money mindset, our money beliefs, same thing. Our personalities are very different. Okay, all of us have unique character, and your brand is also how you serve other people. Okay, so people want to buy when they feel like this person cares about me. This person adds value to me. Okay, what do you bring to the table? Okay, how do you help me? How do you serve me? How do you solve my problems? And also, last but not least, your brand is also what sets you apart from other people. So I'll give you an example. Okay, like I have a friend who told me before, yeah, my brand is I'm a mom, I have 2 kids, and I'm also a part-time property agent. I'm like, oh, okay, so that's your brand. So if you see, like, okay, the person says that this is I'm a mom and I'm a property agent, I have 2 kids, maybe other moms who have 2 kids and who's also a property agent, like, okay, that's cool. We kind of have the same similarities, but now what? I still don't know you. What you're sharing to the world when you say that is your role. Your brand is not a mom. That's your role. Maybe you identify yourself as a mom, right? You identify yourself is a little bit different from your brand. Okay. You identify yourself is your role. Okay, your role as a property agent, and then somehow you have 2 kids, and you fit that. That's your role as well. That's what you have. It's a feature. But a brand would be something like, you're a property agent, mom with kids, right? You're a mom maybe who believes a lot in financial independence, for example. Okay, your brand could be somebody who are like, I believe in having my own income and having financial freedom, and I believe in uh empowering my kids, something like that. A brand will be a lot deeper. It will be like somebody's story, somebody's they're their own, like their own stories, their own journey, their own thought system. Okay, their own book, their own unique book that they write of themselves. Okay, um something to think about for sure. My whole point is, usually for branding, what I'm doing right now is coaching women entrepreneurs, especially network marketing, on branding. It definitely takes a process. It takes some time. Even for me, I had to go through some stuff about my own brand too, right? And sometimes it changes a little bit sometimes, right? But what I want you to do, and my takeaway today, is for you to kind of at least have a realization, what your brand might be and what you have been doing versus what could you do in the future to improve your brand. Okay, I also want to say that it is not easy. I empathize with you. Okay, because for you to stick out, for you to stand out, and really to have that clear branding and to have that visibility, okay, it definitely takes a lot of courage. It takes a lot of willingness and courage to step out of your comfort zone, to be vulnerable, be vulnerable and be visible out there. Because there is always this fear, especially if you're not really a social media person. Like, oh my goodness, who's going to see my post? Who's going to see my video where I'm going to talk about my personal life and like all my private stuff? Not private stuff, but you know what I mean? Like things that you don't might not necessarily feel comfortable to let the whole wide world know, or to let the public know, or people that you don't know. But that is a process that we just kind of have to get used to and to embrace it. Okay, because believe it or not, the more you stand out, the more you shine in your brand. Okay, you're gonna get nasty comments. You're gonna get some people who just don't like you, and there'll be some people who absolutely love you. The earlier that you get that done, the earlier you get past that, the faster your business will grow, the more powerful you can attract and magnetize your ideal clients, your people. Okay, or if you're network marketing, your future customers, your future team. Because you know what? Birds of the same feather flock together. Like attracts like, you know? And ladies, we're not in the business here to please people. I'm very outspoken. I'm very like out there, audacious and bold. Do I worry about people disliking me? Of course. I think as a woman, naturally, we have this people pleasing part of us. Nobody wants to be disliked, right? I have nasty comments on my TikTok before, you know? In the beginning, does it bother me? Yeah, a little bit. I'll be like, whoa, why does this person say that? But you know, it's one of those things. They're not talking about you. They are having some issues about themselves, or maybe they have too much time in their hands, or they just want a reaction from you. So if you are blatant and adamant about your brand, and you know, maybe you say like, oh, all kids should eat organic food, and maybe some moms will be, oh no, I don't believe in that. That's okay. They're just not your tribe. They have their own views. You have your own views. I think we all just have to be okay that not everybody is like us. And then some people are just more vocal. We just have to let it go. It's not about you. Don't take it personally. You got to detach yourself. And I know it's a process. And that's what in my coaching, like, you know, we work through it, that it's a process that we just have to get through it. And it's nothing personal. Okay. We see it as a personal attack. What's more important is that when you are, you know, showing up, you're visible in your brand, you are impacting the women that want to be impacted, or the people that want to be impacted. Women who are just like you, that maybe just wants to hear your voice, just want to hear your story. They're just like you. Maybe you're just like 1 or 2, 3 steps ahead of them. And they're just waiting for you to help them. And that's the type of people that you want in your team or in your business. Anyways, right? We're not looking to please people. And I know quite a few of us live in Asia. You know, in Asian cultures, it's about face. We want to look good. We want face. And I know that's like a big thing. But you see, guys, in business these days, people are not looking like how good you look, how good your life is, all the positive, everything is like, wow. People are looking for truth. People are looking for authenticity. Okay, because there's just so much, like, you know, you see on Instagram, like moms with perfect bodies after they just had a kid. They have this beautiful house and the lifestyle, you know, like, wow, you know, how come they can look like that? And I don't, it's like we're so done with all that, sorry to say, fake, superficial stuff. I don't know about you, but when I see another mom who's like bearing her scars, another woman who's like telling me how she's burned out by her business and how she actually feels like, you know, burnout or, you know, stress about money. And I'm like, wow, I really like you because you're real, because I feel the same way as you do. And oh my goodness, you know, can we do something together? You bring me so much light. You bring me so much inspiration. Versus another mom who's like, oh, my business is so good. I'm having this perfect lifestyle and I'm having most of my money. I'm like, I get into that comparison. Immediately when I see that, I get into the, well, must be nice. She must be doing something right and I'm not. You see what I'm saying, ladies? You know, you see what I'm saying? We women love to compare in the first place. So why not? Let's give other women some breathing space, some permission that we are all perfectly imperfect and we are a certain way, and it's okay, right? And it's okay. People want to be with other people who are just like us, who with same vibes, with the same energy. Okay, something to think about. So last thing I want to say too is that because in social media or online, people within like 1 or 2 seconds upon seeing, especially when you are, I'm not talking about your current customers. I'm talking about cold traffic, people who don't know you and don't know what you do. They only have a short period of time to make a decision whether they want to follow you and whether they like you. Okay, it's really like 1 to 2 seconds. Okay, that's how people figure you out. They have only a short period window. So your brand has to be really clear and succinct and truly uniquely you. So that when people see it or watch your video, they're like, okay, this is kind of what I resonate with. I aspire to be like. When people follow people, it's because they have things in common they resonate with, or they aspire to be like you. Okay, let's say if you're a woman entrepreneur, maybe there's some other women entrepreneur who want to be an entrepreneur like you, and they aspire to be like you. So they follow you because you're a motivation, you're an inspo for them. You see how much impact you can bring to people who want to follow you, right? Okay. All right. So foundation attraction marketing. Gone are the days where push selling our products. Okay, PM me, DM me. I have this picture or pictures of their products and services. Boom, right there. That is like old school. That is like back in the days when social media hasn't really taken off. That is the style when people have flyers, they have brochures. Okay, doesn't work anymore. Okay, let me have a drink of water. Is any questions? I'm gonna move on to the branding with archetypes. I want to move on because there's 12 of them, and I wouldn't be showing you any slides because I think yesterday when I did my Facebook Live, I was showing the slides, and it looked really small. The words are really small, and I was like, okay, maybe I need to just not share screen and just kind of verbally explain it. Okay, any questions for me? All right, I'll move on. Okay, so I have this free quiz, okay, called the Branding with Archetypes Quiz, but I usually use the word branding personality quiz. Okay, it's that kind of the same thing. It's just that the official technical way, official technical name for it is called Branding with Archetypes. So it's very similar to my money quiz. It actually came from my coach. Okay, I paid quite a bit of money to get coached by her. So it's her proprietary information, but I'm able to use it because I paid for the license. It's using archetypes to represent and to symbolize a specific brand personality. So once again, an archetype is like a theme. It's like a symbol, like a model that everybody can identify with. Okay, people identify with a certain archetype, like as somebody who is representing love, somebody who's representing purity. Okay, so it's like a model. So everybody, doesn't matter what culture, what language you speak, you can identify with that archetype, that model. Okay, so there are 12 of them for the branding one. It's actually really interesting because this one is a little more in-depth than the money one. Okay, but I will go through them on a very top level because I usually what I do is for this quiz is some of the coaching sessions that I do with either my friends or my team members or clients. I have them do the quiz and then we start to use that to work deeper, to work in more depth. But right now I'm just kind of giving you the overview of it because we don't have a lot of time. Okay, so if you have not taken the quiz, I suggest that you take it. Okay, it should only take you max 10 minutes. It's quite a lot of questions, but they're really easy questions. And don't think too much about it. Just whatever comes up, just answer it and move on. And then when you take the quiz, just to kind of give you a heads up, there is, when you get the answer, when you get the result, you download the PDF right away. Okay, because I think I didn't put that in the quiz instructions. You do have to download the PDF so you have a copy of it. Okay, because it will I wouldn't be able to email you the PDF. You do have to, you see the results, click on the download and you have a copy for yourself. Okay, all right, so there are like I said, there are 12 of them. Okay, and I'll start off, if you have not taken it, take it. You will see different scores of your quiz. So what I want you to look at is look for your top scoring archetype. Your top scoring archetype is your signature. It's your signature archetype. Okay, that's your top one, which means it's the most dominant archetype that you have. Your second highest scoring archetype is called influencing archetype. Okay, it influences your signature archetype. So you can think of it as this is my dominant trait. I have a secondary one to support my main archetype. The reason why we have a signature and influencing is because, human beings, we are not one dimension, right? We are a lot more than that, especially when it comes to branding. Emotions and dimensions and depth is actually plays a role. Okay, I'll give you some examples later. Because if I say that I'm a certain archetype, there's actually a little more dimension to it. Okay, I'll give you an example later. Okay, the first archetype I'm going to talk about is romantic. Okay, so if you have taken a quiz, you can watch it later for this replay. A romantic archetype is people. Okay, so when I say the branding archetype, right, it's not the brand of what you want your business is to be. When you take the branding archetype quiz, you're finding your own archetype. And because a lot of us are business owners, we are representing our business. So naturally, our branding, our own personal brand will be the brand of our business. So essentially, you can think of it as now when you're doing the branding with archetypes, you're finding the brand of your business. But essentially, you're finding the brand of yourself, but you're actually representing your business. So it becomes the brand of your business. Okay? All right. So, romantic. So if you got romantic as your archetype, romantic is something that is like on the spectrum of friendship, romance, and sex. A romantic archetype, right, is all about deep, intimate connections. Okay, that's the essence of the business brand of a romantic. Okay, so the romantic essence of it is finding and giving love, right? With the personality of being sensual, sensory, and intimate. A romantic brand is also known. Okay, I'll give you a little bit of identity here. So sometimes branding is really important to have a little bit of identity because I'm like talking about all these big words. You want to give a little bit of identity to it, right? So romantic brand, right, is also known as a companion, a lover, a partner, a goddess, a hedonist. I don't know if I said it right. Okay, hedonist, hedonist. Okay, so that is what a romantic brand, business brand is. I'll give you some examples. So some examples of romantic brand would be like Hallmark chocolate, Godiva chocolate, okay, Victoria's Secret. If when I talk about those brands, you see the advertisements, you see the writing, the colors, the feel that you get, sensual, sexy, kind of a little bit, pleasing, right? Like there's a little bit of Cleopatra in there. Okay, Haagen-Dazs is also a romantic brand, right? From the colors and the feel. What else? Jaguar as a car. So I'll give you an example. Jaguar is a romantic brand. Mercedes-Benz is a ruler. So even though they're both luxury cars, but they kind of have different brands, right? Because a Jaguar is more like kind of on edge, has a little more personality, kind of sexy, kind of a little bit on fire. Okay, that's what romantic is. All right, so deep sensory, heartfelt connection, right? They let's see what else. Love and appreciation. Okay, let me know if I'm going too fast because I have 12 of them. Okay, the next archetype, right? Brand archetype. Once again, remember this brand archetype. You even though you're taking the quiz for yourself, it's your archetype, but you represent your business, right? Because you're a solo entrepreneur or you're a business owner. That would be the brand of your business, okay? Because you represent your business. So if you're a nurturer, okay, a nurturer is a brand, not somebody. It's a brand that wants to be cared for. It's all about safety and protection. Okay, so a nurturer, okay, the essence of it is that they want to care for, nourish, and protect their mind, body, and soul. Okay. They want to create meaning, okay, by caring for others. Okay, they want to create meaning by caring for others, projecting the personality of being heart-centered, giving, and trustworthy. Okay, projecting the personality of being heart-centered, giving, and trustworthy. Nurtural is also known as the identity. It's also known as a supporter, a caregiver, an angel, a guardian, and a protector. Okay, so some of the examples of a nurtural brand, okay, what we have outside, like commercially, right? I don't know, like Habitat for Humanity. Okay, they are caring for the underprivileged children. Airbags, right? Providing safety, providing security and protection. Uh, Princess Diana, Campbell's Soup, very family oriented, about being homely, being at home, right? Let's see. Volvo. Volvo versus Jaguar. Volvo, why? Because Volvo is like a car that you buy because it's a family car. It's like something that is very sturdy, very durable, has a lot of protection. It's safe. It's a safe brand. Okay, so that's what a nurturer business brand would feel like. Okay, they want to be cared for, protected, or comforted. A nurturer brand, they crave for safety, both physical and emotional. Okay, all right. Moving on to my third archetype. Innocent. If you're an innocent brand archetype, or if you're an innocent brand for your business, think of innocent as like simple. Okay, it's about purity, it's about escape, going back to purity, going back to the pure simple times. Okay, the innocent is like a child. It's kind of a childlike. They want to have the childlike appeal. They want to be happy and just simple, innocent, right? Okay, so basically, innocent brand is to make us new again. So there is some kind of like renewal in there. Something new is pure again. All right, and the innocent in the innocent business brand is all about renewing our faith. Okay, renewing our faith, having purity, having trust, having the personality of being trusting, and having the personality of being wondrous. Okay, the innocent brand is also known as idealist. Idealist, a dreamer, a believer, a child, and an optimist. Okay, so some examples of innocent brands is like for kids, kids brand, Disney, Coca-Cola. Back in the days, I think Coca-Cola had a commercial, right? The song is "Teach Us the World to Sing," right? And that's a song like, I think it was with Michael Jackson's like, "Teach us, let's heal the world together and teach us to sing." It's very sweet, warm, and fuzzy. Okay. Yeah, Ronald McDonald's as well. Okay, it's also an innocent brand. To cater for a lot of kids. Very childlike, very pure. Volkswagen for a car. Why Volkswagen is an innocent brand? Because if you look at the Volkswagen, right, especially some of the cars, like the Volkswagen Bug, right? They put daisy, they put flowers inside the car, so it's very childlike, very childlike. Okay, so the innocent brand actually appeals to those who desire an escape to something simpler, better, or gentler. They love the feeling of a childlike wonder. Okay, so it's a feeling of fresh, the feeling of being renewed and made new again. Okay, so that's what an innocent brand would be. Next one. Yeah. Branding, the next brand archetype. Thanks for your patience, by the way. Listening to me talk about all the different brands. So if your business brand is Explorer, which is mine, by the way, which is mine. um, this Explorer brand is a brand that is driven and ambitious, restless, independent. An Explorer brand is to discover deep fulfillment, freedom, and authenticity. Authenticity, okay? All right. What they Explorer is seeking for is searching for authentic meaning, okay, with the personality of being ambitious, unique, and authentic. An Explorer is also known as a leader, innovator, individualistic, pioneer, and a seeker. Okay, usually an explorer is often quite unfulfilled. That's why we're restless. They're always about this quest, a journey. Okay, an explorer is like, the inner self, like our soul level. Our inner self is about seeking the truth, speaking the truth, being authentic. And then our outer world is like, oh, we love sports, we love adventure, we love the outdoors, we like to have a lot of fun. Now you see why I am an explorer, right? Because I always talk about I love branding, because I love when we have our own uniqueness and when we have our own voice, when we have our authenticity. That's why I love branding so much. And then even in like maybe my post, I'm like, we're a network disruptor because I speak the truth. I want to disrupt the industry or to tell people what the truth is, right? All right, I'm on this quest to something. I want everybody to feel authentic and feel real. Let's be real. Let's speak the truth. That's me. That's why I'm an explorer. So if you see explorer, you look at Winnie, okay? And then yes, we're all about also fulfillment. That's why I'm here doing what I do, because I get so much fulfillment of like getting financial freedom. I am all about financial freedom and independence, and I want to impart and impact other women the same. But you see my language, it's all about freedom to live the life that you design, to make your own rules, or you don't have to live by your rules, right? To be really truly real and authentic of who you are. So that's why I'm an explorer. Okay, so we're independent people too. You can ask my husband, like, I'm very independent. In fact, a lot of times I don't ask people for help. Maybe sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not. Okay, so examples: Explorer brand. Okay, so like Starbucks, Amazon, right? Amazon is all about testing boundaries as well. I mean, like the CEO just went a launch on the rocket, right? NASA, okay, Levi's jeans, National Geographic. Okay, so National Geographic is all about like, hey, let's go on this wild terrain ride. Let's go outdoors. Let's climb this mountain. Like, so adventurous. Okay, so that's what Explorer is. Okay. Oh yes, and we are non-conforming. We don't like to conform to rules. We want to. There's no rules. We want to break barriers and break the norm. Okay, so that's what Explorer is. Any questions for me? Okay, moving on. Artists. Ooh, how many more I have? Okay, if you are a artist brand, okay, artist is somebody who usually want to create something out of nothing. Okay, so they look at the world and they take the raw materials and they create something that is extraordinary that no one has ever created. So artists are very very creative. That's what I'm trying to say. Creative, because I just got distracted by the comment. The creative. They are very confident to honor and show their self-expression. Okay? All right. So they like to reimagine the ordinary and turn it into an extraordinary. Okay. and they are fueled by a deep desire to make things different than they are. The imagination is amazing. The unwillingness to conform is the catalyst for their innovation. They're very creative people, okay, or very creative brands. Okay, so it's a self-express. It's a lot of self-expressions, beauty and design. They definitely create self-expressions through creativity, being imaginative, and non-conforming. Artist is also known as originator, creator, dreamer, inventor, and innovator. Okay, so some examples of artist brands. This one. You know, MAC makeup. Yeah. Actually, I never really noticed until I took this coaching certification and I was reading about artists. You know, MAC makeup, right? They, if you see those ads, you see those models. None of them have like very minimal makeup. They don't have those, kind of like makeup that you just wear on a daily basis. MAC makeup is like boom, like purple and like green eyeshadow with like purple lipstick with big hair, right? It's like so out of the ordinary. It's so like whoa, but it's so beautiful as well. It's like such a good self-expression. It's like wow, they have so much art, and how they put the makeup on the models is just like whoa, it takes your mind away. It's like you're blown away by that imagination, by that imaginary, right? Pinterest is also an artist brand. Crayons. Okay. Etsy. Okay, Etsy. I can see Etsy being an artist brand, even though like they're not as out there and bold and crazy like MAC, but like an Etsy brand is, you can see like nobody has really done what they do, and it's, even though it's simple and minimalist, but it's very fresh, very different. Okay, very creative. Okay, so they want to put their unique stamp on something. They desire a lot to be feeling self-expressed and valued as an individual. Okay, all right. Next one, Sage. Okay, Sage as in like SAGE. I think of the Sage brand is like somebody who's always likes to find more information, somebody who likes to research. They're always like seeking for information. So it's different from an explorer. Explorer is more like me, where I want to like, hey, let's break barriers, let's go to the truth, let's seek the truth and being authentic. A sage is more like they want to have the truth for wisdom, for knowledge. Okay, quest for a lot of information they're seeking, for wisdom, for insights. Okay, sage is naturally a skeptic, and they always seek to find proof or evidence to validate their discovery, insights, or hypothesis. So a sage, they want to discover the truth and wisdom, okay, to seek to understand the world around them. They're always kind of like, I want to find out what this world around me, and trying to prove, trying to validate, trying to find out with hypothesis. They're kind of the scientist people, okay? So they have a lot of personality of clarity, questioning, and understanding. So a sage is also known as a shaman. I'm surprised, actually, a shaman. I always think a scientist and a shaman are a little bit different. An oracle, a wise woman. Okay, I can see a sage being identified as a wise woman. Like, those wise women with a lot of wisdom, a guide, and a mentor. Okay. Very original thinking, discovering the truth, enlightening others, encourage independent thinking. So some examples of commercial sage brand, okay, will be Google, Wikipedia, the search engines, right? Mayo Clinic. So if you're not familiar with Mayo Clinic is like the number one online health website. So if you want to like find out anything about health conditions, especially comes to like chronic diseases and cancer research. Mayo Clinic is like, they have everything. It's like the encyclopedia of everything about health. Okay. Deepak Chopra, he's a very wise healer, right? Gives a lot of wisdom. TED Talks, okay? TED Talks, because you can find anything about mindset, personal development, self-help, right? That's TED Talks. Discovery Channel, right? Discovery Channel is different from National Geographic. Discovery Channel is all about finding out like how the world works and how things work in the world, right? That's Sage Brand. Oprah, okay? Oprah is another one as well, okay? All right. Next one. The brand Hero. Hero is also a brand that is on a quest, on a mission. They are like about courageous acts and about defending and rescuing. Okay. Heroes brand, they achieve grace by triumphing over adversity. Okay. So they can think of them as a lot of bravery, a lot of courage. Okay. Toughness. They are on a quest to prove their worth, facing fear and overcome great obstacles. Okay. They definitely, think of them, yes, a courageous brand taking courageous actions, with the essence of being unwavering and inspiring. Hero is also known as a heroine or heroine, a warrior, right? A warrior. I've seen some marketing and copywriting for some people that the warrior, the warrior women, right? That's quite a lot of hero brand. A rescuer, a protector, and a champion. Examples of a hero brand. So if you think of like commercial hero brand, they will be more like a high-end athlete. Okay, it will be like a high performance, high-end elite type of athlete. So a hero brand be like Under Armour. Oh wow. I'm wearing Under Armour shirt. That's a hero brand. It's like if you see the ads, it's like they climb Mount Everest and they're like hanging off the cliff, or they're like off-roading, like a dangerous, courageous type of feat, right? Federal Express, FedEx, Nike, okay, that's a hero brand. American Red Cross, firefighter, Doctors Without Borders, okay. Nelson Mandela, okay, very much a hero brand. Rocky, Robin Hood, okay. So they're all about mental toughness and to overcome adversity. So you can think of them like the extreme sports, the extreme high-end type of recreation outdoor sports brands. Okay. They want to be a champion. All right. Next one, humanitarian brand. Okay. A humanitarian brand, right, is humble, has a lot of humility. Okay, they're not the elite. They're very low-key, very humble. Okay, a humanitarian brand is all about diversity and inclusion. So you can think of them like sometimes it's like the LBGT type of brands or organization, right? The humanitarian, there's a lot of inclusion. Everybody sits with us. We're together. We're all about humanity. So a humanitarian speak up for the common man or the common woman. Okay, they're the unsung hero. Okay, the brand is very much an unsung hero. The essence of the brand is being okay just as you are, with a lot of personality of equality, belonging, and everyone matters. Everyone is equal and everybody matters. Everybody's voice matters as well. Okay, a humanitarian is also known as an advocate, a citizen, a neighbor, a friend, and every man, every woman. Okay, so basically humanitarian brands appeals to those who desire a sense of belonging just as they are. They crave a lot of community, a lot of friendship, connection, okay, and value everything honest qualities over elite. So they're very different from, like, let's say a ruler. Okay, I'll talk about ruler later. They're very down to earth. They're very humble, but they're all about community. Everybody is equality and everybody matters. Okay, relationships are very strong to them. Okay, so I think somebody asked, right? The Explorer car. I think the Explorer. Okay, sorry, not Explorer car. For what car for Explorer? Okay, okay. I think you're talking about the Explorer car or for the brand. Okay, I'll talk to you later. I'll address that later. eBay is a humanitarian brand. Just my size. I think just my size is like a plus size clothing wear for women in the US. Okay, so very much a humanitarian brand because it includes all women of shapes and sizes, right? Labor unions, humane society, Budweiser, State Farm. I think it's insurance in the US. So State Farm's different from other insurance brands because it's insurance for everybody. Everybody can afford State Farm. They cover people from all walks of life. Okay. Yeah. So that is humanitarian. All right. Okay. Ruler. So I got a few more to go. Okay. Ruler is think of them like the elitists. Yeah. They're about rising up. Okay. They have a lot of elite qualities in them. On their higher self. That means when a ruler is like really on the higher self, when they're performing at the healthy level, highest energy, higher self, they're actually about benefiting everybody. Okay, they want to have prosperity for everybody. They're all about empowering themselves and empowering others. So you can think of them as they want to create structure and they want other people to prosper as well. Okay, they tend to be quite commanding, domineering, authoritative, and have little patience for ambiguity. They want to feel important, in control, and in charge. Okay, so a ruler create order, peace, and prosperity, and empower themselves and others by being in charge, confident, and inspiring. So a ruler is also known as a leader, a boss, a queen, a director, and a role model. So some examples of a ruler brand is status. Okay, these brands show status. So Mercedes-Benz is a ruler brand as a car, right? Not like Jaguar. Jaguar is romantic. Volkswagen is innocent. Mercedes-Benz is a ruler. It shows people that I made it. I've arrived. I have, that elite status. Tiffany, the jewelry brand. Okay. Rolex, Louis Vuitton, Chanel, right? Winston Churchill, First Class, Fortune magazine. So they show people who have made it. They're like the elite and they are like, wow, status. Okay. All right. Okay. Next one is an alchemist. Second to last, I think. Oh, yeah, almost second to last. If you're a brand of this alchemist, you're all about transformation and change. Okay. Innovative, intuitive. But you're sometimes not really grounded and realistic. So if you're your alchemist brand, you're all about making dreams come true. Okay, you're visionary, you're innovative, you're a charismatic mediator, a medicine man, a medicine woman. So a lot of healers, like healers or shaman or mediator, medicine man, medicine woman, they tend to be more of alchemists, okay, like a healer, a practitioner. So they're all about creating amazing changes, through being magical, transformational, and intuitive. They're very intuitive people. They're very intuitive. Alchemists is also known as visionary. They're also known as catalyst, magician, illuminator, and a scientist. Some examples of commercial alchemist brand: MasterCard, Harry Potter, Swiss Army knives, right? Pandora. Okay, Pandora, like the jewelry, because there's a lot of mix and matching, for the Pandora. Weight Watchers. I think this is really common in the US, right? This is like a Weight Watchers is like a brand, a group where women come in together, like a community where they lose weight together. So the Weight Watchers is Alchemist brand because it shows a lot of before and after Okay, transformation, like focusing on the results. Okay, Xbox as well is also an alchemist brand. Okay, so alchemist is about desiring something in their lives to be magically transformed. Okay. All right. Second to last one is a Maverick. Maverick brand. Maverick is dangerous, risk taker, counterculture. Okay, they're kind of the clever, smart people and dangerous. So like Harley Davidson is very much a Maverick brand. Okay, they like to challenge the world as we know it. They like to shake things up. They're the rebel. They're the outlaw. They're the daredevil. Okay. They like to break the rule. That's what Mavericks are known for. They like to break the rule there by being a game changer, being disruptive, and being a rule breaker. Okay. So actually, my third archetype is a Maverick. I'll tell you what my second. So my first one, I already gave it away. Is a signature. My signature archetype is Explorer. I'll tell you later what my influencing is. My influencing is the second one. My third one is a Maverick. So you can see, disruptor. I want to break the rules a little bit, right? So a Maverick is also known as an outlaw, a rebel, a misfit, a wild one, right? And a badass. I use the word badass without knowing that I do have Maverick in me. Okay. So examples will be like Harley Davidson, like I said, heavy metal music. Okay, Madonna, rap music, MTV, hard candy lipstick, lipstick that's like very gothic, right? Because they're going against norms, going against culture. They want to feel free. They want to feel rebellious. They want to feel bad, even if it's just temporary. They desire to stand out from the crowd and be part of a cause in a revolutionary way. Okay, the last brand before we can end off for a little while. Okay, so a jester brand, right, is somebody who is kind of like a clown, a little of a clown. They use the cleverness to help us see the world from a new perspective. They like to give new perspective to things. Okay, it's all about, the brand is all about not to take life too seriously. So Jester wants to offer, a different perspective, right? By lighting up life. They're not very serious. They like to joke around. They like to make a fool of themselves. They like to have fun. They like to make a joke out of things. Just kind of have a laissez-faire feel, right? So fun, clever, lighthearted is their thing. So a jester is also known as a joker, a clown, entertainer, a comedian, and a prankster. So sometimes you see like on TikTok, like some of the influencers, some of the people that you see, they're like always joking around, they're always playing pranks, they're always doing stupid stuff, right? Yeah, their brand could be a jester, they're known to be like a clown, a jester, right? So they're very playful, very energetic, and carefree. So examples of jester brands in the commercial jester brand, it's all about likability. Okay, so Pepsi is a jester brand because there's Michael J. Fox. Apparently, he's a little. I have never seen the commercial, but he's a bit funny and kind of crazy in the Pepsi commercial. Geico Insurance. Like, who would think of putting a reptile or a lizard to represent an insurance brand, right? I think it's a lizard or a reptile. Got Milk. Back in the days, remember there is that Got Milk advertisement. M&M candy, Ben and Jerry's, the ice cream. Saturday Night Live that is very much a jester. It's like funny and jokes and stuff. Okay, so the jester brand really appeals to people that want to desire to have fun and escape everyday issues. They love to laugh, desire variety, and always looking for novelty. And they want to be surprised, love seeing how silly others can be, and also love seeing how silly they can be themselves. So these are the brands that make you laugh. Okay, so that is all 12 of my brand archetypes. I know we're at the top of the hour. So any questions for me? Okay, I think I have a question for Explorer for a card. 1 second. Let me see if I can find it. Any questions for me? How are you guys liking? I know I maybe I can next time put it out in slides. I didn't put it out because I think it'll be too small. But let me know if it's helpful for you. If it's kind of fun. I think it's really fun. By the way, my influencing archetype, right? My second highest archetype is a jester. Yeah. All right. Any questions? If anything you want me to repeat? Okay, for a car, I don't see it for Explorer. Oh, Jeep. Okay, for the Explorer brand, it'll be Jeep. Jeep, there you go. Jeep. Yeah. Okay, any questions for me? Yep. Okay, I think that's all I have for today. So if you're watching this on replay, okay. Just leave a message. I mean, not leave a message, just comment here, replay. Share with me if after, I mean, I do see your branding with Archetype Quiz results, but I'd love for you to share, what you think about it. If you see like, hey, what the results you got, does it resonate for you? Is it accurate for you? Is this something that can help you drive some clarity for how you want to brand for your business? Okay, like once again, I'm just scratching the surface here, right? There's a lot more depth and substance to your brand, but at least this is a very fun and intriguing way to kind of look at, what kind of archetype, what kind of overall personality you are. And actually, I didn't share all of them, but there are some words that are associated with each brand. Okay, so some of these words, I can share them with you in the future. Just message me. It will really help in your copywriting, okay? And when you write for your social media or in your posts or words that you use, because certain brands will use certain words. So for example, like an Explorer, right? Like I mentioned, I'm all about seeking authenticity and uniqueness. So to me, okay, branding words that I'll use will be like explore, quest, innovate, independent, freedom, identity, non-conforming, right? Journey, fantasy, restless, inspire. But maybe this brand might not work so well for, let's say, a sage, okay? Because the sage is slightly different, or a romantic, because a romantic is a lot more into sensuality and romance and friendship, for example. So for example, like romantic will be like friendship, beauty, connection, magnetism, attract, seduction, deep. Okay, so you see how every brand has little different buzzwords. So we're at the top of the hour. Thank you so much for staying on for 1 hour with me. I don't know, when I start talking, I just enjoy it so much that I forget that it's been 1 hour. So I appreciate your time. Oh yes, thank you. Yes, we take the quiz. Share with me. Let me know what you think. Take the quiz. It should only take you max 10 minutes. Don't be worried about the number of questions. It's actually really easy. Just answer whatever comes up and just do it. Okay. And remember, when you take in the quiz and get the results, click on the button to download your report, to download your quiz results. Okay. Then you can keep it. Okay. All right, guys. All right, ladies. Thank you so much. This is the end of my master class. I'll probably do one next month. We'll see. Really appreciate it. It's been a really fun time. I feel very fulfilled, very Explorer brand, right? Explorer language. Being here with you. And let me know how I can help, how I can bring fun and joy into your life. I'm a jester too. And take it easy. Okay? Take it easy and take care. I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.